Hey there, it's that time again. It's time for another calling bullshit video. So if you're one of those people that got upset over the last ones that I posted, you might want to just stop this video now and go look at something else that has, I don't know, cute little kitty cats in it. All right? I have been fielding a lot of emails from people here in the past month or so. Basically, a lot of questions about how to do this and that with aquaponics, and then they tell me what they have been told, what they should believe this is the right way to do it. And I have asked them, where are you getting this information from? And it always seems to come from the same old places: Facebook groups, web forums. Some of them even actually paid for those courses, like from Bright Agritech or Murray Hallam, or I think the Aquaponics Source over in Colorado. And I'm really coming to the conclusion that there is extremely way too much bullshit information out there. And it all comes from these people that I call Aquaponics Evangelists. Unlike people like Joel Osteen or these other evangelists on TV that are selling you salvation, so you can get into heaven. If you pay me enough money, I'll get you into heaven. No, these other people are, bullshitting people into thinking that they are going to be a success at aquaponics. They're going to have a successful business if you think the way they do. If you pay them to teach you to think the way they do. I hate to tell you, people, you're being fed a lot of bullshit. That's just all there is to it. So I'll tell you what I did. I went on Facebook and I signed up for a bunch of these groups, forums, whatever. They're related to aquaponics, just to see what kind of information was being shared there. What suggestions people are being given. And I have come to the conclusion that the biggest problem with, and it's just not aquaponics, it's this world in general, nobody is taught critical thinking anymore. Nobody wants to think for themselves. They want somebody else to do all of their thinking for them, and if it sounds good, if it emotionally strikes a chord with them, they accept it as gospel, and it's got to be the truth. Problem is, there is so much of that information on there that is 100% bullshit, or it's information from people that have zero experience with anything more than copying and pasting information from somebody else. And I hate to, I'm not running down anybody, whether the Aquaponics Source, Bright Agritech, or Murray Hallam, but I hate to tell you this. When you pay for those courses don't make anything more than an educated amateur. They don't make an experienced professional. Experienced professionals come from people who actually have the ambition to do critical thinking, seek their own information, seek it from multiple sources, compare notes, and then decide what they should believe. And you start small and work your way up. You don't go take one of these courses and then instantly go build a monster system that the first tiniest little problem is going to kick your ass and you're going to be out of business, out of luck. I've seen that happen a million times. Well, maybe not a million, but at least a couple hundred times. People will take one of those courses and go build a really big system. They'll have either an ammonia spike or a nitrite spike. They don't know how to deal with it, and by the time they do figure out how to deal with it, their fish are already dead. So, as I said, those courses don't make anything more than educated amateurs. Sorry. Some of these suggestions that I have seen in these Facebook groups and web forums just blow my mind. And this is what tells me that people are just being fed a lot of bullshit. Recently, I saw one guy posting pictures on one of those Facebook groups. He was building a media bed system in his basement, and some guy chimed in to tell him that his beds were built the wrong way because they weren't 12 inches tall. So I asked him, where his proof was, and I posted pictures of some small media beds that I built out of simple busboy totes. They were only 6 inches tall, and they had plants in the pictures and everything, and there wasn't a problem with that. But his response was nothing more than copying and pasting some bunch of bullshit that he read online. No basis for it, but he thought for sure that he was absolutely right, and media beds have to be 12 inches tall. That's it. It's the word of probably Murray Hallam. Speaking of which, when I did respond to that guy's comment, Murray Hallam did actually feel the need to chime in there and make a painfully lame attempt at saying, why does everything have to be according to your opinion, in quotes? I'm going, isn't that what you're actually charging people money for? I mean, you're charging people money to take your course, to learn your opinions, and the last time I looked at anything that Murray did as far as videos go, all he does is travel around the world visiting other people's aquaponics operations and ridiculing the shit, saying what they're doing wrong, and it's only wrong because it's not according to Murray's opinion. He is an evangelist. Pay me money, take my course so you can think the way I do, and I will guarantee you aquaponics salvation. Can I get a hell yeah? Sorry. So in closing, I'm just going to say this. You got to learn critical thinking. You got to learn to think for yourself. Google is your friend. If people start feeding you 5 different suggestions to fix one simple problem, you might want to go see which one of them is actually telling the truth. Think for yourself, people. Don't fall prey to these evangelists, because if you do, you're pretty much the sheep that they are looking to bring into their herd. So, again, think for yourself. That's all. Talk to you next time. Bye.